Hello and welcome back to another Oracle deck review. This time we are going to take a look at Maidens of the Wheel Oracle deck, which is by Tammy Wampler. And this is a really lovely, really quite unique type of deck in the way that it works. So I'm really pleased to be able to present it to you today. This is a 45 card deck. And this is the guidebook, which is a nice, decent sized guidebook as well. Which has got some of the lovely images throughout. Now she has an introduction at the beginning, and part of it she talks about how the Maidens of the Wheel are living elemental beings and that they come to us from the 4 cardinal directions, each direction connected to the 4 seasons and the elements that are inherent in them. And the messages that they bring can connect us more with the natural world by aligning us to directions and seasons. And so she has this little quick guide essentially, which has each direction and which Sabbath each one is connected to and some of the key energies, and also of course when they are both in the northern and southern hemisphere. Then she suggests a daily practice of things like drawing 1 card, and there's a Wheel of the Year card spread as well. And then we get into the card meanings themselves. So I think each card meaning is around a double page spread with this one. And once again, you can't miss that you've got the correct card because there is an image of the card there as well as its keywords. And its number, I always find them being numbered like this makes it much easier to be able to look up the card that you're trying to find if they're not numbered or at least in alphabetical order. I find those decks frustrating. They're far and few between, thankfully, but they are frustrating. So it's always nice when they're at least numbered. So as you can see, the guidebook essentially just carries on in this way. And a bit about the creator at the very back, and some of the other works by the same publisher as well. So the deck itself is about a standard size deck. The cards are a really nice thick card, and it's got a very simple back. Essentially the Wheel of the Year, I think the circle is representing for us. As you can see, quite a unique style of imagery. The beautiful big eyes on all of the maidens. We do have our number and our keywords at the bottom. I think once you got used to this deck and the different divinities that are connected in the deck and what kind of energy that they hold, it would make it an easier deck to read intuitively. I'm not sure how easy just straight off the back it would be if you didn't know all of the divinities in it, but definitely the guidebook has loads of information, has plenty of messages and guidance for us to be able to refer to be able to read the cards well. And of course we can do more than just draw a card a day or do the spread that is depicted in the guidebook. These would also be great to have as focuses on your altar, or maybe even focuses for meditation. Used in spells when we're connecting with a particular divinity or energy. So there's some versatility there with this deck also. And covering quite a few different cultures in there as well. So that is essentially our Maidens of the Wheel Oracle deck. Like I said, it is really quite a unique deck. One that if you really are already following the path where you connect with the Wheel of the Year, you walk the path of a witch, or a druid or any of those magical paths, you would probably find you will really enjoy this deck and you would get a lot out of it in a number of ways, not just as an oracle deck. I would love to hear your thoughts, having had a little bit of a flick through this deck, what you feel and think about this deck, especially if you maybe have this deck already for yourself. Would love to hear your thoughts with how you found working with this deck, if it's a great deck to work with, and if you found other ways to be able to work with this deck also. It is available through Mystical Dragon. Our links are below for our e-store, or you can pop down and visit us at our physical store at 22 Heversham Drive, Seaford in Victoria, Australia. Our store doesn't just have lots of oracle cards. We have tarot, we have books, we have crystals and oils and lots of witchy items, witchy tools, many things to explore and take a look at. So I encourage you to come down if you can and have a look, or check out our e-store and see what other kinds of things we have available too. With that, I hope you've enjoyed this flick through, and I look forward to being able to present another one in the near future.